Hello and welcome back to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time. What was that fanfare for? That was because it's page 150. Man, we're just burning through this thing. I'm just taking a chainsaw through it here. But, yeah, so page 150. All right. We are working our way through, I'd say we're probably a good 14% of the way through this thing, so that's pretty good. Anyway, let's just get on right to it. Page 150. Infinite Jeff. Infinite Jest. David Foster Wallace. 96, let's go. Computer imaging and enhancement, the Tableau could be mass-produced and commensurately priced, and for a brief time they helped ease the tension between the high cost of enhanced body masking and the monstrous aesthetic pressures videophony exerted on callers, not to mention also providing employment for set designers, photographers, airbrushers, and infomercial-level celebrities hard-pressed by the declining fortunes of broadcast television advertising. Number 3. But there's some sort of revealing lesson here in the beyond short-term viability curve of advances in consumer technology. The career of videophony conforms neatly to this curve's classically annular shape. First, there's some sort of terrific sci-fi-like advance in consumer tech. Like from oral to videophoning, which advances always, however, has certain unforeseen disadvantages for the consumer, and then but the market niches created by these disadvantages, like people's stressfully vain repulsion at their own videophonic appearance, are ingeniously filled via sheer entrepreneurial verve. And yet the very advantages of these ingenious disadvantage compensations seem all too often to undercut the original high-tech advance, resulting in consumer recidivism and curve closure, and massive shirt loss for precipitant investors. In the present case, the stress and vanity compensation's own evolution saw video callers rejecting first their own faces and then even their own heavily masked and enhanced physical likenesses, and finally covering the video cameras altogether and transmitting attractively stylized static tableau to one another's TPs. And behind these lens cap dioramas and transmitted tableau, callers, of course, found that they were once again stressfully invisible, unvainly makeup and toupee-less, and baggy-eyed behind their celebrity dioramas, once again free, since once again unseen, to doodle, blemish scan, manicure, crease check, while on their screen the attractive, intensely attentive face of the well-appointed celebrity on the other end's tableau reassured them that they were the objects of a concentrated attention they themselves didn't have to exert. Yeah, I'd say that completes that circle nicely. And, of course, but these advantages were nothing other than the once lost and now appreciated advantages of good old Bell-era blind RL-only telephoning with 6 and 6 squared pinholes. The only difference was that now these expensive, silly, unreal, stylized tableau were being transmitted between TPs on high-priced video fiber lines. How much time, after this realization sank in and spread among consumers, mostly via phone, interestingly, would any microeconometrist expect to need to pass before high-tech visual videophony was mostly abandoned, and then a return to good old telephoning not only dictated by common consumer sense, but actually, after a while, culturally approved of as a kind of chic integrity, not ludditism, but a kind of retrograde transcendence of sci-fi-ish high-tech for its own sake, a transcendence of the vanity and the slavery to high-tech fashion that leaves us hanging at the end of page 150 of Infinite Jeff. Good night.